In the UK, there are a lot less big pike around than there used to be. Whether it's due to pollution, predation, or those taking fish home to eat, catching a 30-pound plus specimen is becoming an almost impossible feat. Yet there is one lake that seems to break all of the rules. This is Chew Valley, home to the British record pike and the scene of many, many captures, of which most pike anglers would only ever dream of.
Mate, this could be big, you know.
Grab it.
My journey to fish this prestigious water was well underway, and whilst catching a fish was of course going to be difficult, securing a ticket to fish here had been half the challenge.
That's it. That is the lake that holds the biggest pike in the whole country. I don't know if you can see that, but I am genuinely shaking. I haven't had butterflies and adrenaline like this flowing through my body for a fishing trip since I was a child. And I'm not even fishing today. I get to go through that gate tomorrow morning at something like 6 a.m. and try and catch the biggest pike that lives in this country. The fish of my dreams sits on the other side of that gate, and I don't think I'm gonna sleep very well tonight.
As well as nerves, I was feeling incredibly lucky to be parked beside what has become a mecca for pike anglers. Not only are the tickets very expensive, but even trying to get one in the first place was a feat I'd not managed over the last 5 years.
It was only by chance that I got talking to a guy called Warwick in my local tackle shop. We were chatting all things pike, and it turned out that he had one spare ticket because his friend had cancelled the session. So I didn't dilly-dally, I jumped at the opportunity, and that was it.
Years and years of my life I've been looking forward to this. Let's try and find the spot.
All the best.
Oh, nice one.
All the best.
Good luck today, man.
Lovely over there.
What? Now we wait.
You got both of them out?
Yeah?
Oh, splendid. Good angling. Going to have a cup of tea now.
And wait for a bite. Oh dear, I've just had a bite at Chew Valley Lake. Well, there's only one way to find out. Yo. Ah, you let go of it. I'm gonna say it was a trout because if I tell myself it was a pike, I might cry.
I've seen it before actually, where a venue contains very large fish, and the fun and light-hearted enjoyment of fishing can sometimes subside, and in its place is envy, a little bit of competitiveness potentially, and those who want the fish in their net rather than anyone else's are sometimes willing to step on other people's toes to try and get it.
The boats are out in force. There's masses of them. I didn't realise how many boats there would be, and interestingly they've all come to the same place. Like, literally all of the boats have come and parked up right in front of where we're fishing. Strange, but also maybe they know something that I don't. This isn't the size of pike we came for, but it's a Chew Valley pike and it's my first one. So I'm pretty made up. One down.
There were large chunks of that day where nothing really happened, and I had a chance to chat to Warwick about his captures from that lake in the past, and just seeing his photos and short videos proved to me why I'd made the long journey to Chew Valley. I just don't think there's anywhere else, maybe even in Europe, with this density, this just unnaturally high population of very big pike.
It's clear that these pike grow large due to the high numbers of protein-rich trout they can feed on throughout the year. However, it's these very trout which made it rather tricky for us to catch the target species.
The fishing was so drastically different to any type of pike angling that I've done in the past. The size of the venue, the depth, the fact that there was trout everywhere, and regularly through the day lines were pulled out of the clip. Bites that we thought were definitely pike didn't really develop, and potentially they were just these very large stocked trout messing with our dead baits.
Time for a bacon sandwich.
Yes, I think you're right there. Bacon sandwich to get us in the mood for a 30-pound pike. I must admit, just about when you're getting to the crucial point of cooking is when you're going to get your take.
That would be so typical.
Yeah, I do that when you're making a cup of tea. I mean, yeah.
Warwick eventually landed a pike, albeit a comparatively small one, and our hopes and dreams of giant fish faded with the setting sun.
There's no doubt it was a tough day's fishing, but I did catch. You know, I had a bite. Of course, the one which I lost will always haunt me, but that's how it goes sometimes. After that trip, I think I needed a little cheering up. I met up with some friends of mine, Cal and Tom, who filmed plenty of videos on this channel in the past, and also Isaac, who was going to come down with the camera and see if we couldn't get ourselves a few bites.
Oi, I haven't been back at this spot for so long. Pike. Oh, I saw it.
Oh, Cal.
Oh, here we go, right.
Get the rod out.
Oh. Guys, I'm in.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, Cal.
Not a bad start, is it?
Are we doing a challenge today or what?
Oh, is it a competition? Oh, I see. Yeah.
And it's also double points for the first blood, so 2 points for me.
No, it's not really moving. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, come on.
Pulled out of him.
Yeah, I'm taking the more relaxed approach to this. Carl's just like, woo-hoo, that's what he does. He just always on the go. I'm just gonna wait for the pike to come to me.
Hello, Thomas. I got the tide all wrong.
Why is it too shallow at the moment?
No, it's just racing back in.
Tom's arrived, which means there's going to be basically nil chance of seeing any fish landed.
Who caught the biggest pike last year, Carl, out of all of us?
Well, the thing is, right, it's my channel, so cut. I've never blanked at this spot before. I think it's going to be a case of whoever's bait hits the water first will catch the pike. Oh, I see how it is. I hope you're ready.
Oh, you're in. You're in.
Damn it. Oh, yes, okay. Another chance, another chance. Are you ready?
Let's do this. Yes.
I didn't curse it. Oh, he's only just hooked. Oh no.
Oh, I'm in.
Yes.
A few bites were all we needed, and a few bites were what we got. But as an angler, there's always a desire to find something bigger, and so we kept searching, covering a few new spots that I'd never fished in the past.
Oh, have we got rules on where we're going?
No, anyway.
Anyway. Oh my gosh, we're in.
No way. No way.
That was 20 seconds.
You are on fire today. Oh. What did we just witness, people?
No one told me there was this here.
Okay, yeah. Come on then. We've got to do another mile of walking now.
Oh,
That literally took it as I was going to reel it in.
oh my God.
It's a mullet.
Wow.
Not only is it a huge mullet, but I've hooked it in its bottom. Did you just watch that happen? After the whole mullet ordeal, it died off. Didn't really get any bites after that. In fact, I think the tide started pushing back out again. So we all decided to head off to a small pond just down the road from here and see if we could finish the day with a perch. I don't want to spook them, but underneath there and up against here, so. See that float? That's about to go under.
Are they different takes to pike, or is it quite similar?
They don't tend to move off as much.
Okay.
Tom, I'm feeling it there.
What, there's feeding?
No, I'm feeling
You're feeling it. All right, coming around.
down here next to these reeds, pads, sorry. Yep.
On. Go on there. Or shall I swing it in? Oh, no. Yeah, that's not swinging material. You literally just said, yeah, I'm feeling it down there.
Yeah, that's why I'm feeling it down there.
Because they're down there.
Oh, that's a chunky one. If that had a belly, it'd be like 3.5 pounds.
Look at that. Look at his gob. Nom nom.
We wrapped up the day not only with a big perch for Tom, but a big old curry as well at the local Indian. That was actually delicious. And it was whilst we were there having a lovely time that I received a message from the YouTube channel Boatside. Now these two guys, Mille and Pontus, make really cool videos based in Sweden, primarily surrounded around pike fishing with really quite impressively large lures. They go out targeting real monsters in their local rivers in Sweden, and hearing from them got me excited about the possibility of going out and joining them. In amongst being a good, responsible young man and tidying up my house, doing some admin and general business running things, I had a message off of my two friends, Alfie and Dan, who I used to work with in Essex.
I'll get out of that. Where are we going? It'll be -3. It's not. It's still -7.
They basically wanted to come pike fishing with me. I wanted to go pike fishing with them. But this river, my local, was proper flooded at this point. Thankfully, cameraman Cal saved the day with this one, with a location which we targeted instead on the River Thames. Cal's caught a couple of good pike off of this exact spot in some of his videos, I think this winter and the winter before that. No 20-pound plus fish, but we had a feeling that there could be 1 or 2 of them around. So as a group, both Alfie, Dan, Cal, Danny and myself all headed down there on what turned out to be the coldest day probably of my life.
Frost. I think it's a bit cold for this, don't you think?
Just a little bit. Beautiful though.
Yeah. It might be pretty, but we are not catching anything.
Are you blaming me for this one?
Well, you chose the spot this time.
I did.
Prior to this, I'd only fished the River Thames once before, and that was quite a disastrous session actually. So I was really looking forward to going back and maybe having a slightly more successful trip. Despite the incredibly cold weather and the tough fishing conditions, we did, slowly but surely, all land ourselves a fish.
Go on! Turned up last, caught first.
Sausage rolls. There should be some more context to that. I bought some sausage rolls, that's why I was late.
Yes!
Cal had a small pike not long after moving swims. I somehow caught a chunky perch on my pike tackle.
It might be in a snag.
Dan's snag turned into a reasonable pike.
A pike.
And as if we were in a Hollywood movie, just as we were about to leave, Danny finally had a bite.
Oh, easy. Go on, Danny.
This one's actually fighting.
I told you last cast. Come on.
Mate, this could be big, you know? No, it's gotta be.
Oh, it's decent.
That's really nice. No, that's...
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Cows come good with the spot.
Callan, this is my spot.
Seeing that fish up close reminded me of how impressive a big pike can actually be. I mean, this fish actually wasn't even a 20-pounder. It was 18.5, I think. But still, like in the flesh, when you're up close and personal with a creature like that, wow. At that moment, admiring that creature, I decided I had to go to Sweden. I had to go and catch a big one for myself.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How you doing?
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
So right now, I am in the magical, lovely country that is Sweden. I've been here a couple of times before, many, many years ago, but I'm back because of one, or rather two reasons. Pontus and Mille. And today, what are we fishing for?
Big pike is the plan.
Buzzing would be an understatement. I'm gonna help the guys load up and then we're gonna hit the road.
It was clear that this trip was going to be a lot of fun, both Pontus and Mille. Brilliant people. Pontus, obviously the brains behind the operation, the cameraman, you know, the guy who does the edits, builds the thumbnails for the YouTube channel. He gets like the technology and stuff.
What do you mean I am?
Well, you're just Mille.
And yeah, between the two of them, I felt like I was in good hands. We were going to go and find ourselves a big pike.
I don't know why you're trusting me to drive this thing.
Oh!
Sorry. Sorry.
Right, we're gonna start right here outside the boat launch and just fish our way around.
I think it's probably wise that I don't use the big pike swim bait because I will snap my line.
All right, so I'm gonna cast this one until we catch a fish on it.
I couldn't believe the guy's confidence, especially in lures which were larger than Cal's pike from our previous session. But we were on their waters and Pontus assured me that this is the way to go if we were to select only the largest fish. Me on the other hand, I truly just wanted to catch something. No matter the size or species, I was going to be happy with anything that would get my heart going and pump some blood into my already freezing cold fingers. And I still like the idea that I'm going to reel in a pike.
Yeah.
Yes, guys. Yes.
Got it.
I think we've got one, mate. Oh, that's a good...
Nice one.
That's a nice pike.
Look at that.
Wow. We just unhook it and release it.
Yeah.
I won't lie. It's cold. It's very, very windy.
And maybe I was feeling a bit out of my comfort zone at this point.
Nothing. Mate, these waves are getting quite big.
Oh my god.
Conditions weren't improving, and locating so much as a bait fish was proving almost impossible. I didn't want to be the one to call it quits, but collectively, we had a better idea.
You know when the fishing's really not happening? Yeah, it's pizza time.
Look at that.
You know it's bad when you're sitting in the local pizza shop eating pizza when you could be fishing. I mean, I think that just sums up how tricky it was.
Well, that's freaking cool. Bro. Sometimes the most important thing about fishing is just getting access to good spots. It's often not about what you know, but instead who you know. If you don't know somebody with a boat ramp like this, you couldn't explore this whole river system.
We need to put card on some big fish, so then we need to add a mustache.
Is that why I don't catch very many big pike? Because I don't have a mustache? It's not like any type of lure I've used back in England, but... Right, here goes nothing. Just about to catch my first ever 20-pound pike with an underwater camera in Sweden with my boys from boatside.
We just need that first fish of the day. When we have that one, the rest will follow.
Oh, there we go, big.
On the camera!
Oh, Mille. Oh, the pike! I was retrieving your lure.
Oh, I thought it was on the pike one.
Is this yours or mine now?
I did it. I caught a pike.
As you can probably tell, I was glad to have caught something. The sun was shining, it wasn't as cold as before, and things were looking up.
Oh, yo, both sides take.
At the end of day one, I felt like I'd made a couple of great new friends.
Oh, what a take that was.
But I certainly hadn't got what I'd wanted to from Sweden. It was a beautiful place. The venues were incredible. The fishing style, the scenery, but the catching of fish, yeah, that was proving tough.
This is what we needed. Yeah, I think this is the quietest place I've ever been. Just a couple of birds in the distance, and other than that, absolute silence.
We're driving the boat now to the first spot of the day, and in my mind I'm kind of giving up on this big pike quest thing. Like, you know, maybe I should just enjoy the scenery, maybe we should fish for perch or something. But no, something in me just said, knuckle down, just cast. Cast and fish. Keep going. There's got to be a big pike at the end of this journey.
Captain Carl reporting to duty. It's been a good one so far. New friends, new ways of making films, made a lot of memories, had some good food. But today is the last chance that I have to catch a really big pike. And I desperately hope it happens.
Oh, look, trout jumping!
Trout?
Jumping! Trout jumping! Trout jumping! I'm gonna lose my mind!
You understand this?
Trout jumping! Trout!
Whilst on day one, Isaac had been firmly behind the camera, getting all of the shots that we needed and making the video look pretty. On day two, I decided to give him a rod and say, come on now. We've just both basically got a fish. You know, it's not gonna happen, or it's very unlikely to happen if we don't double our rod hours.
I can take my silly little English spinning rod.
Fish with Carl. What is it called? Power lure.
Yeah, oh my goodness, I'm feeling clumsy. Silly little English spinning rod, and then big, strong Swedish bait casters for you guys.
Yeah.
Because German. Proper engineering. Oh, you don't get any lures, Isaac.
I don't get lures.
No, you get the rod, but you're not allowed a hook.
This river was a very powerful, deep current. However, there were areas sort of on the edges where there was little slacks, but also backwaters and sort of side streams. It's these areas where the water doesn't flow so much, where I think pike tend to congregate. Partly because the shoals of bait fish prefer to sit in sort of slower water where they don't have to fight against the current. But also because these large pike, I think they're lazy. They will sit in the spots where they don't have to constantly swim against the current. They'll lay there, sometimes suspended, sometimes down on the bottom, and they'll wait until a small fish swims past in front of their nose, and bang, they'll have it.
Yep. One cast with a new lure. Always. Oh, you're joking me. I think he's come off. No, he's coming towards me. He's coming towards me.
Oh, stop! There we go!
I did not expect that, my man. Wow.
This felt like it was going to be a much better day. With trout jumping and a pike early doors, I was hyped to see what Miller's secret spot was going to produce.
Lovely, well done!
Ah, Sweden.
First cast on the new bait.
Oh, missed one. Oh, damn. Hard strike. No, it took the tail.
Oh, it bit the...
There we go.
Nice, Isaac!
Yes, I love this. This is why we do this.
Oh, there we go!
Nice.
Yes,
The first Swedish pike.
I mean,
Very beautiful fish.
it doesn't get any better than that.
Doubles only in the net now.
Getting cocky now, man.
Nothing. No, it's nothing.
No, nothing to see here.
There's nothing. What are you looking at?
Looking.
Oh, there we go. Nice. That was a decent fish, not a monster. Look at this fish.
Oh, yep.
Oh. Fish on. Behind you. Laying down like a
I should
boss.
probably get up, actually. Taking a moment to appreciate where I was, who I was with, and the quality of these stunning pike, you'd be forgiven for thinking that this was the highlight of the trip. But in truth, it was just the start.
Alright, we're moving to the place.
What we like to call the A-hole. This is the place where it's gonna happen.
Can we not call
But
it the
but
A
it's
hole?
not. It's
Can we
the
just call it like
no.
something
It's a
just
big
your
deep hole and
favourite?
it's A on the list. It's the A-hole. What are you? What's going on with you two?
Oh, this little guy is going to catch me another fish, I'm sure of it. I trust you. You can do it. So we're anchored up at the spot that we've been looking forward to fish all day, and not a single one of us could get a bite. In no direction, at no depth, with no combination of fancy lures could we get a single bite. And it did look like we were going to blank. I ended up picking up the perch rod, made a couple of casts, and did receive a little bite, a very subtle one, but there were fish down there.
The problem here is that you think.
Oh, there you go.
I hope it's a perch.
I don't think.
Let go, please. Let go.
Okay, still don't believe that it's fake.
So I'd finally chosen to throw some small lures for perch, but the perch here looked kind of funny. In fact, I was starting to think that this spot didn't hold any perch at all. Instead, just shed loads of baby pike.
Yeah, surely that's a perch.
However, all my theories, practice and assumptions were about to be completely blown out the water.
Perch.
It is a perch! Look at that! Finally!
I've actually never seen a transformation like it. We went from the Dead Sea to the most vibrant, alive bit of water on the planet.
Oh, what a take!
Missed it. Oh! There was fish in such incredible numbers that if you didn't catch a fish on a cast, you were shocked. That seemed to be the zone out there.
There will soon be some baits be thrown in that direction.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, it's a bite! Oh, huge! Oh, it's big! It's like a 1 kilo fish! Careful! Oh my god!
There were bites left, right and centre, behind us, underneath the boat, far away, close, shallow, deep. It almost didn't seem to matter where we cast the lure, we would get a bite. In fact, we set a timer for 10 minutes and counted how many fish we caught in that period. Calculating it over the period of 2 hours where we fished this spot, we worked out we'd caught 200 fish. When on a lure fishing trip do you catch 200 fish? When?
Oh my! That's like a 48.
That was unexpected. In amongst the carnage, I did for a moment think maybe I should put my large pike lure on and get back to the original reason for making this video and this whole campaign. Truthfully, I was just loving it and it didn't really matter. All 4 of us were getting bites every single cast. In fact, if we didn't catch a fish on a cast, we were confused as to what we'd done wrong. It was absolute chaos, with fish of all different sizes, ranging from tiny little wasp perch, some substantial pike for Isaac, and one absolute beast of a perch for me. What? I think it's all too easy to go out with a vision of what you want and just stick to that. But at no point did any of the 4 of us even consider what was going on in the world around us, the news, the politics, the drama. We were just there together on a boat, absolutely loving life. The day I visited Boatside's A-hole. A short story by Fish with Carl.